Hey everybody, and welcome to Authors and Dragons, where a group of comedic fantasy writers get together and try to make it through a whole game of Pathfinder without accidentally dying. Let's see if we pull it off this week. As always, the odds do not look great.
Hi, I'm John Hartness, and I will be playing the role of Fandingo the Fantastical, the combat useless but perfectly coiffed bard. In real life, I write the Quincy Harker Demon Hunter series, the Bubba the Monster Hunter series, and the Black Knight Chronicles. And my newest release, Quincy Harker Running with the Devil, will be out, hey, look, today. So go buy my shit.
Hi, I'm Joseph Barassi. I play the role of Bjorg Bjornsson, emotionally balanced and calm barbarian. I was one of the writers in the Mongoliad project, and my debut novel, Skyfarer, is out from Angry Robot Books. Go fucking buy it.
Hi, my name is Rick Gualtieri, and I play Silas Kane / the Mysterious Arrow of the Gods. In real life, I write several different books, including the Toma Bill series. And if you're an audiobook fan, I have 3 new releases out right now: Midnight's Daughter, Lycan Moon, and soon the Toma Bill Volume 2.
Hello, my name is Robert Bevan. I play the role of Klaus Richter, the Notorious Rogue. In real life, I write the Caverns and Creatures series of comedy, fantasy, lit RPG novels, and short stories, starting with the first book, Critical Failures.
Hi there, my name's Steve Weverill, and I play the spookily attractive Brandon Fightmaster. And in real life, I write the comedy fantasy series, The Doomsayer Journeys.
Hi, I am Drew Hayes, the Pumpkin King, the Ruler of Night, and the Bringer of Infinite Shadows. In regular life, I write books such as Superpowers, Fred the Vampire Accountant, NPCs, the whole Spell Sword Stealth series, and coming up on November 21st, my first Audible exclusive, Secondhand Curses, which you can pre-order right now and receive on November 21st. That's how pre-orders work. Also, Fred 4 will be out in audiobook on November 28th. And when last we left our intrepid adventurers, they had bumbled about a crypt, summoned 2 shadows, fought them, won, only for another to come crawling out from the larger crypt. And as it emerges, it begins to warp and shift and crack and break until a new creature bursts out from within. A creature with straw limbs that end in claws, and a flaming head of pumpkin on top.
I don't understand.
Shit. It's the Pumpkin Spice Demon.
All right, let's go, Jackoff Skellington.
Indeed, it is. That's correct. It is his turn, and he will hit you with 2 slams. They are quite spooky. Although the 11 is not going to hit or scare you. And a 9 will absolutely not do that either.
No,
Well, he doesn't hurt himself. That's something. Alright then. Fandingo, a giant scarecrow with a flaming pumpkin head has emerged.
Anticlimactically flailed at the Arrow of the Gods.
I mean, you burst out of a living shadow and see if you're not a little groggy. Like, oh, no, all of us are on top of our shit in the morning. All of us.
Like we're on top of our shit now. Fandingo's going to unsling his lute and... Shit, where is he? Oh,
Fair,
I'm way
I think you
over
were
there.
already playing from last game.
Oh, yeah, okay. Then he's going to switch into a rousing rockabilly version of Monster Mash and move forward 30 feet.
Okie dokie.
To there. And there. Yeah. We're going to move over there between the last 2 crypts in the row and still jam out and try not to be noticed by the thing that could hurt me.
So still +2 to attack and damage?
+2 to attack and damage, yes.
Cool deal. Brandon Thighmaster, you've never punched one of these before.
Well, we can change that. Yeah, I don't think I can get to him in one move, but I'll certainly try. So,
Do you not have like super monk speed yet?
Also, for reference, Brandon Thighmaster, you cannot go over the large crypt in front of you as if it's not there.
I can if I
was gonna
do a sweet flip.
ask how large are those?
They are crypts, so they are at minimum 3 to 4 feet tall.
Okay.
I guess if you want to roll me a tumble to cross it, or an acrobatics, I think is what we have in this game.
Well,
Yeah, acrobatics is the skill, I think.
Yeah, acrobatics then. If you want to roll me an acrobatics to try and do a sweet flip over it, if you do well enough, you can cross it without a speed penalty.
excellent. Well, I like to think it'll add a little bit of drama as well, providing it goes well.
Provide.
If it doesn't go well, it'll provide
Comedy.
comic relief. Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's a winner. Possibly, except me. Right, acrobatics is in skills.
Correct.
Cool. Good start. Brandon Firemaster rolls a 19 on his acrobatics.
Oh, that's definitely enough for a sweet flip. You can go over that without any speed penalty.
Excellent.
You gotta describe it in awesome action movie detail, though.
While he's flipping? Just sort of describe it to people. Hey guys, check out this flip.
And now I'm going to do a double side tuck with that.
Yeah,
That does sort of sound like the thing Brandon Thighmaster would do.
exactly.
Sit over here like Olympics announcers.
Time sleeves. Yeah,
Double-sided flip.
everybody kind of holds their breath and politely waits as Brandon flings his arms up, strikes a pose. He daintily runs towards the foot and then launches into the air, body gleaming in the torchlight, spins like a top, and lands with barely a ripple in the dust on the tomb floor. Everybody quietly nods, and somewhere in the universe somebody holds up a card with a 9.5 on it.
You think you hear a gentle clapping coming from somewhere far, far off.
Yeah.
The French judge, as usual, is a dick.
Regardless of the dimension and time, the French judge somehow manages to be a dick.
His assholery has pierced the space-time continuum.
Well done, friends. Well done.
A 7.55 at most.
Okay, so I'm about 10 feet from the arrow of the gods. I wonder, can I throw him my broom? Not in a malicious way, but kind of pass it to him.
Roll me an int check.
See if I can work this one out.
Flex your brain muscle.
Oh, Brandon Firemaster rolls another 19.
Oh, this is spooky. Since when do you have intelligence? So you can look at this thing and realize, oh, this thing's really solid. Not like those shadows that the Arrow of the Gods is having trouble hitting. This thing is tangible. It exists.
This broom exists. Probably shouldn't throw it at the back of his head. Yeah, I'll make myself ready. I guess if I can, cool dodge on the pumpkin beast.
You may
That
call
would be
dodge
one-
on the pumpkin beast.
That would be one demerit on your junior adventurer badge.
Take this! Bam!
Because a nice save there. It's another backflip of the mind.
Indeed.
Well, I feel good about that.
Gods, I think it's you.
All right. Arrow will back up 5 feet. Foul Gordon, your mother was eaten by drunken squirrels.
Dude, you say that like it's a bad thing.
I will activate my Smite Evil powers
Okay.
on this thing. And we will unload with a rapid, deadly, many shot, all that shit. So that's +2 to attack from Fandingo, and so 32 versus AC.
That will hit. But don't add any damage for Smite Evil.
Okay. All right. Then that'll be 9 damage for the first arrow. And hold on, how much was that second arrow? 5. Okay. Hold on, I gotta roll that up separately. So 9 plus 10, so 19.
Well done. You put some arrows in it.
And hold on, second attack. And this comes in at 23 versus AC.
I know 2 is coming from Fandingo. Where's the other 2 coming from?
Well, you said not to add the smite evil damage.
Oh, or the attack.
Okay. Okay, then 21.
Yeah. Yes, that will hit.
Okay, then that's another 7 points.
There you go.
But this thing isn't evil then. It's just a regular pumpkin beast.
It's just a regular flame. It's a misunderstood flaming pumpkin head.
Misunderstood. Detect misunderstood.
It's a construct created to serve a purpose. It's not good or evil. It's just made.
It's kind of racist for you to assume it was evil.
Yeah. Just because a flaming skull doesn't mean it's a bad person. Jesus.
You know,
Yeah, but come on. I saw the last season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., didn't you guys?
You know something? Every pumpkin pie I see this time of year, I assume is evil.
I assume it's been dealt with.
The only good pumpkin is a pumpkin in a pie. Yeah, I've got a problem.
Every time I see pumpkin, I think it's going to be immediately followed by a white chick in a minivan.
All right, Bjorg, you are up.
Alright, let's see here. With my movement speed, can I get there? Because I'm going to charge.
You definitely don't have a clear line to charge because you've also have a crypt in your way.
Okay, so Bjork is going to move. Let's see here. He can probably move to about where?
I mean, you could burn both moves and probably get right up next to it for next round. Or you could get just in position to charge.
Yeah, Bjork is going to move up to about where Brandon is with his sword drawn. That pumpkin has glowing eyes. That is not right. Pumpkins should not have glowing eyes. I will kill it.
Yes, get up here and proceed with smashing that pumpkin.
The beginning is the end is the beginning.
Everyone's running toward the monster like idiots.
We've proven time and again that we are idiots.
Klaus would like to use everybody else's noisy running just as a distraction and sneak around the crypts to get in position for a sneak attack. So, Klaus, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Move this way, and then I shift or spacebar. Let's see. Nothing. Alright, so, well, that was 10 feet. And then I'm going to move up. Oh, man. Oh, there it goes.
Just use a little measuring tool.
Yeah, alright. Well, there's 20 more feet, so I guess 30 feet is as much as I can move.
Well, you've got another action, unless you're going to attack.
Oh, so I can move again?
Yes. You can either move twice or move an attack.
Okay, should I roll something for being sneaky, or?
If you want to move unseen, yes, roll stealth check.
Okay, stealth check coming up. Klaus rolls a 23 plus, I don't guess, do I get any Fandingo bonuses for that, or?
Not on that.
Okay.
I'm doing Inspire Courage,
23 is
not
pretty
Inspire
good, though.
Competence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Considering you're trying to tiptoe past somebody who's playing the Monster Mash really loudly.
He's not wrong.
Okay, then I make my other movement, and I moved 30 more feet up, and I'm kind of crouched behind that uppermost crypt.
Okie dokie. Well, that makes it my scarecrow monster's turn. It is going to rear back and do a brightly colored burst of green flame that is going to do a cone shape and will hit basically all of you. It will hit it will hit the Arrow of the Gods, it will hit Brandon Thighmaster, and it will hit Bjorg, unless you can roll me reflex saves to jump out of the way.
Oh, man.
All right.
I have evasion. Does that give me any advantages in this situation?
That would help if you made it and it was half damage. That would give you no damage. But this is not a damage attack. This is an effect attack. And I'll tell you up front, it's DC 15.
Oh, shit. Right.
Arrow of the Gods rolls a natural 1, trips over his own cape.
Bjorg rolls a 22. Yeah, that's where it is.
Oh, shit. Brandon Firemaster rolls a 14.
Ooh, okay, you both fail. Arrow of the Gods and Brandon Thighmaster, I want you both to roll me D100s.
Oh, no.
Good.
Hey, maybe it'll turn blue again.
You can hear the glee in Drew's voice. It's never reassuring.
All right. A 71 for the arrow.
Brandon Firemaster rolls an 87.
Oh, man, you both got fairly good ones. Okay, well, Arrow of the Gods, here's the good news.
So disappointing. Listen to
I am. Arrow of the Gods, you are still wearing a mask. But your armor is gone, as is your weapon. Instead, you are dressed like a jester, with a big ceramic mask, brightly colored pantaloons, jingling hats, the whole 9 yards. The good news is that you have a baton that you feel like would probably work as a makeshift club.
I do not like this.
Brandon Thighmaster, you, with an 87, find that you are no longer almost completely nude. In fact, you are very clothed. You are dressed like a king, like a royal, with a golden rod in one hand that you think could function as a quarterstaff. You guys rolled high enough to keep weapons, so that's a boon for you.
But now I have to wear clothes.
Yes, you are completely clad. All of your armor is gone. That would include your bracers and, of course, Arrow of the Gods, the whole plate thing.
I'm not wearing plate.
So you are all both working off dex bonuses and nothing else. But the good news is that took its whole turn.
Well, I like the crown.
Halloween episode, motherfuckers!
Suddenly, the bard is not the most ridiculous-looking member of the party. I don't know how I feel about this.
I mean, the crown works, and I get the feeling it could, if I had a big, gaudy medallion to go with it, maybe some kind of timepiece medallion, I could really pull this off. But
it's an hourglass.
Is there any way I can get out of these robes?
Yeah, there's nothing to stop you from stripping that. It's going to take you time off your turn, though.
Okay, I'll wait till my turn then.
Alright, Fendingo, what would you like to do? You just watched it breathe magic fire that changed their outfits.
Well, I'm a little jealous because Brandon looks kind of fabulous, and now I want a crown, but not enough to want to go up there and do anything about getting a crown. Let's see. Nope. Don't have any second level spells left. So while I'm jamming out, Fendingo's going to move forward and as he hits the final crescendo in Monster Mash, he's going to cast Ear-Piercing Scream on the pumpkin-headed thing and try to daze it and give it sonic damage.
Okay, what's the save for that?
The save for that is Fortitude for partial.
It passes.
It doesn't work. Does it hear anything?
It is immune to anything requiring a fort save.
Well, balls.
Constructs, man. They are fuckers.
Well,
Shout
then
out,
Fandango's
pumpkin.
going to shift into... This is Thriller! Thriller night!
Is it Stella?
Oh, I should be drinking Stella. Yeah, that's Fandango's turn.
Well, Brandon Thighmaster, you are looking very kingly. You can move and
I
attack,
was already-
or you can strip as a move.
I was already looking kingly, just to clarify that. Majestic also. I just, the useful thing to do here would be to get into position and attack this thing. But no, I'm going to have to take off these ridiculously chafing clothes. Not just for my benefit, but for everybody else's as well.
Team morale.
Yeah. Brandon will check if he's wearing sufficiently modest underwear. At least, a couple of inches of it.
You do still have your shorts. Apparently the magic wasn't quite powerful enough to strip those away. It counted them as skin. They were so tight.
Some magics are too powerful to overcome.
Yeah. Yeah. So you all watch as Brandon just like a toddler caught in a blanket just starts hurling them off. And you can all notice pretty easily that when they hit the ground, they just sort of vanish into nothingness.
Even the crown?
I don't know if he takes off the crown.
No, I'm keeping the crown on.
Oh, well. Alright.
Alright, well, you still got to move, you still got a standard left, so you can move or do whatever you like.
Sure, I'll move. Brandon will move into position on the left-hand side of the pumpkin construct. Still calling dodge.
Why are you moving all the way over there?
Alright, Silas, you have a jester rod that'll serve as a club, and you jingle with every step.
All right. The Joker of the gods is here to turn that frown upside down.
Roll me an attack.
Arrow of the gods rolls a 13.
That is not enough to hit.
Actually, 15.
Still not enough to hit.
All right, and second attack, a 19.
That will hit.
2 points of jingling love.
4.
Oh, 4 points of jingling love.
There you go. Okay. Bjorg, you are still Bjorg Bjornsson in attire and weaponry and everything else. You ducked back just in time to avoid the flames.
Well, Bjorg is going to charge to the right side of this thing, opposite Brandon, which should give Brandon flanking bonus for his next turn.
Yes, it will.
Do I get flanking bonus from doing that as well?
Yes, you do. Now flanking
yes.
it. Nope, I'm sorry. No, you don't.
I don't?
Construct. No flanking.
Okay. That's all right. Bjorg is going to he's going to rage, charge, and just strike at it with his greatsword. The dead should stay grateful, not glowing, and definitely not pumpkins. And it rolls a 26.
Alright, 26 will definitely hit.
Alright.
As with the 28 that it actually is.
Oh, yes, 28, that's right. Because Fandango's thing.
Because Fandango has so few contributions to combat.
Hey, you just gave Silas a hit. That 17 was not going to make it.
Alright. And Bjorg rolls for damage. A 16.
Okay.
Hey, is that with the +2?
That is, no, actually, so it's an 18.
Alright. So, now that you guys are right up on it, you can kind of notice that the regular arrows did damage, not quite as much as you feel like they should have, as did Bjorg's sword. Like, it's hitting, but it feels like it could be doing more. Weirdly, the Joker of the gods, Jester Rod, actually seemed to do an appropriate amount of damage.
How tall is the big crypt behind the pumpkin guy?
There are stairs leading up to it, so it's substantially higher, The crypt itself is probably a good 5 to 6 foot tall, and then the stairs are adding a foot each, so say it's about 9 feet high.
Is it open?
No.
So he just like materialized near it?
Yeah, it was a shadow that flowed out of it and then turned into this.
Ah. All right. Well, I guess I'll help with him before I go loot it. All right. So if I move into attack, can I do that stealthily and try and get a sneak attack in? Is that? Oh, well, no, I can sneak attack. Oh, but the flanking bonuses don't. So, can I sneak attack this thing or not?
You could hypothetically if it weren't a construct.
All right, so I can't. All right,
constructs don't
well,
get
I
sneak
guess
attacks.
I guess I'll just move in and swing the axe at it. All right, hiya.
You also get flanking bonus. Oh no, wait.
Wait, we don't. That's the whole point.
Yeah, never mind. I keep forgetting the construct part.
No, you
All
don't.
right,
You mentioned it every single time.
Klaus rolls a 24 plus whatever axe bonuses there are.
You hit.
And damage with Fendingo's bonuses is 6 plus axe bonuses.
Yep. You notice that your axe is not bothered by the same sort of reduction of damage, if I had to put a phrase to it, that the mundane weapons are. It's striking clean through and doing its damage.
Oh, this makes sense. Your axe is an artifact, and I'm the arrow of the gods.
My sword! Oh, damn it!
Now it's going to attack, and it's going to attack the two people it has gotten into the party mode. So, Brandon Thighmaster, you're taking a slam, and Joker of the Gods, you're taking a slam. We'll do King Brandon first. Does a 17 hit you? Remember, just Dex.
It does not, even with me calling dodge on this thing. I guess I'm still at AC 18, so no, just misses.
All right. Joker of the Gods. Natural 1. This is infuriating. He has such a cool effect when he hits, and I cannot lay him shit. And you notice, now that you're up close, the wounds seem to heal a little bit. Kind of like vines growing
Even his
back
axe
together.
wound?
Yeah, just in general, like some of the roots and stuff seem to mend slightly. Fendingo.
Hi. Fandingo's going to flourish his loot behind his head and fire a dagger from the ass of it at the pumpkin head thing.
All right, go for it.
And Fandingo will roll an 18.
That will hit.
I have no fucking idea what damage this thing does. Oh, it's a dagger. 1d4, right?
Yep.
Fandingo rolls a 6 for damage.
Ooh, okay. You managed to do a very small amount of damage. Barely noticeable. King
But I'm
Brandon.
still playing, so piss off.
As the meme goes, slow heavy metal music playing.
King Brandon Thighmaster. It is your turn, my liege.
Okay, so my kingly scepter functions as a club, which is a monk proficient weapon. So I can
Quarterstaff, actually. You got higher. You have a quarterstaff.
Of course I got higher. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, cool. So I can, I guess, do my regular flurry of blows. So, but it's a D6, isn't it?
A flurry of kings.
A kingly flurry.
Kingly flurry.
Kingly blows.
Okay. Kingly blows. Put out on a business card. Right. So So I guess that's D6 plus 3. So
Don't you have to hit it first?
Yeah, that does come first generally.
oh yeah, sorry, that's damage, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I
Sorry.
like your confidence.
Yeah, no, I just assume I hit it.
You know, that's very
sorry.
kingly of you. Oh, I have to bother swinging? Ugh.
Okay.
How pedestrian.
Swinging is for peasants.
Right. Ignore the damage on this, I think. So, if Fandango is still playing, this is 20, 25, and 20. Wait a minute.
Natural 20.
It is plus 2, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Oh,
matter.
and a natural
Plus 20.
20.
Yeah, you got a natural 20. You
Oh,
can't
20.
crit on it, but a nat 20 is still a nat 20. Actually, go ahead and give me a d20 roll just to see. Alright. Construct or
6.
not, 3 nat 20s will always kill something. So the good news is you hit on all of them.
Excellent. That is good news. Okay, I'll roll the damage on that. So,
Yep. So that's 6, 8, that's 14 total, and then another 12 so that'll be 26.
26 damage.
Yep.
I hope you like that, Pumpkin Man.
Oh yeah, you swing around and you smash this thing good. It is looking tattered up now. It's got cracks and chips falling off. It looks rough.
Hail to the king.
I'm really starting to want coffee the more this thing leaks. Is that strange?
It's very strange. Joker of the Gods.
All right. I can't believe Linus waited all this time for you.
I got a rock.
All right. First attack is a 25 AC,
That will hit.
and the second attack is a 24 AC.
That will definitely hit.
All right. 8 points, and 8 more points, so 16 total.
Ooh, okay. That is enough that you have basically you hit it with your jester rod once, and then the twice you like crack the pumpkin head, and as it begins to crack and fray, the pumpkin head explodes outward. You are all engulfed in the blue light or the blue fire again.
Candy?
I need reflex saves from all of you. This time,
Oh, no.
it's a DC 17.
Ooh. Arrow of the Gods gets a 31.
Bjorg rolled a 17.
Fendingo rolled a 15.
Oh man, Brandon Farmester rolled a 12.
Klaus rolls a 17.
Wait, Fandango, sorry, you didn't have to roll. You were far enough away.
Sweet.
I forgot
You
you
just
weren't
wanted
in
to be
the, weren't in the
included.
fray. Okay, so it
Yeah,
looks
no,
like-
there was combat over there, man. I ain't getting to that shit.
So is Brandon the only one that failed it?
Seems that
Yes.
way, which is
Yep.
hilarious.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, Brandon, roll me a D100.
Man, I'm going to lose this crown. 5.
Find you another one.
Oh, God.
Oh.
How do you roll a 5 on a D100?
The explosion clears, and Brandon Thighmaster, you are now dressed like a wizard, but like a really shitty patchwork one. Like, it looks like you're wearing a canvas potato sack with like patches in it. You've got a shitty wizard hat on that droops to the side. No wand, no staff. You just look like the worst fucking wizard.
I
And
lost my crown.
everyone can notice that the jack-o'-lantern, the head is gone, but the giant fire, the pumpkin is gone. The giant fire it was containing has exploded upward, and the whole thing has sort of swollen. It lit itself on fire, and now it's sort of turned into this deranged, four-armed monstrosity that is glaring down at you all. But you can also see that the fire is still burning and eroding.
Well, as long as they're looking at that and not at my shitty clothes.
Huh.
Bjorg!
You can throw those in the fire.
This got weird.
Damn straight.
It was weird before.
It got weirder.
So a bigger gourd. All right. So it's now a giant, even bigger, scary gourd thing.
Well, there's no gourd. It's just a flaming head atop a monstrously malformed scarecrow body. It is increased in size.
Bjorg just stares at this thing for a second, and then he rears back with his sword and says, "You robbed me of a gourd joke!" and stabs it. And rolls a 25.
Okay. Roll me a reflex save. That hits.
Okay, hold on a second. Do you want me to roll damage first or reflex save first?
Go ahead and roll me damage first.
Okay.
Because you did make contact.
Bjorg rolls a 19.
Oh, you take out a huge chunk in the middle, but because you're hitting in melee range and the whole thing is on fire, you risk getting caught in that fire yourself. So,
Alright.
but we're back to a DC 15.
Reflex save. Bjorg rolls an 18.
Perfect. All right, you hit and retreat, and you are not hit by the flames that change your equipment and costume. Okay. Klaus.
All right. Yeah, I guess Klaus has got nothing to do but just go hit it. Klaus will step to Bjorg's right and swing his magic axe. Here we go. All right, Klaus, is Fandango still playing?
Oh, yeah.
All right, then Klaus rolls a 25.
25 will definitely hit.
Oh, wait, all right, for damage, I've been D6. I guess that's short sword damage. Anyway, I got a... What is the damage for an axe?
Dude, that's on you to know.
Anyway, all right, well, I guess I'll figure that next time. Right now, I've got 6 plus 2 is 8, plus whatever. Okay, I'll go look up axe in the meantime. That only just occurred to me after having this axe for like 4 sessions.
Maybe I should look something up about axes.
Yeah.
Maybe I should hit people with the sharp part.
You do damage. Roll me a reflex save.
Okay. Ah, man. What was this? Reflex save coming up. And... Balls. Alright. Klaus rolls a 15.
15 is enough to get out clean, just barely, but it is.
Whew.
All right. But now, it's the monster's turn. So, it has 4 arms now. It's going to do 1 attack at each of you. We'll just go down the line. Shitty wizard Brandon Thighmaster.
Shit wizard.
Shit wizard. Does an 18 hit?
No. Not if I'm calling dodge. I'm still at... Wait a minute, yeah. Let me just work out my AC. I've lost a +1 gauntlets, but I retain a +1 for dodge. Yeah, I'm still at 19. Just misses me.
2 points for Gryffindor.
Joker of the Gods. You are taking a 25. I'm guessing will hit you. Okay. First off, 8 damage. Second off, roll me a will save, DC 14, and if any of your paladin stuff helps with fear, it is applicable.
Okay, actually, I might be completely immune to fear effects.
I believe you are, yeah.
Okay. Then you just take the damage.
Okay.
Bjorn!
That'd make...
Yes.
Natural 1.
Nope.
Does not hurt himself. Klaus.
Yes.
10, somehow. Wait, no, that's the wrong button. Okay, here we go. There we go. 22. That's the right one.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah. Okay. So 9 damage, and give me a will save, DC 14.
Oh, will is not my strong suit. Okay. 18.
Okay, you are not afraid.
That's surprising.
Well,
That's a first.
I've got I heal a lot, so.
Yeah.
I'm cool right now.
Also, I'm already pissed everywhere, so I guess.
Given the collective behavior, I would think that our general party wisdom score would give us bonuses to fear saving throws because we're just too stupid to be scared.
Actually, there is a point there. Anybody close to me gets a +4 for fear effects.
Gets killed with what I don't
understand, motherfucker.
The arrow of the gods inspires you.
All right, Fandango, you are up.
Sure, I'll throw another knife at it. I'm going to keep playing.
Oh yeah, keep playing. You are helping them out.
I'm going to continue to play and throwing knives because knives just kind of fly out of the ass of my guitar, so why wouldn't I?
Knives are the bard version of throwing shade.
Yeah, Fandango will throw shade for 25.
All right, that will hit.
And he'll do 3 points of damage.
All right, your dagger bounces off ineffectually. Brandon Thighmaster, you have no weapon, but you're a monk, so that's not the worst thing in the world.
Nah, it's fine. It's just these, this thing is on fire, so worst case scenario, if I hit this thing, these shitty clothes are going to burn right off, so I'm just going to move up.
You're covered in oil.
I'm also covered in bad clothes, so...
I wasn't going to mention the covered in oil thing, because that could just be funny.
Got to get our priorities straight here. I'm dressed like Harry Potter down on his luck. Flurry of blows. 28, 24, 24.
Those will all hit.
Okay, so that's collectively 18 points of damage.
Nice. All right.
That's more than that, because it's 7,
yeah.
5, and 12. So that's 24 points of damage.
I forgot to add the bonus to the damage there. Yeah, 24 points of damage. Thank you, Fandango.
See? Bards are useful in combat.
They are.
And we don't get, like, blue clothing jizz on us or whatever you guys are covered in.
Speaking of, Silas, at the top of your turn, the fire that has been burning across the scarecrow has now completely eroded it. The entire thing collapses to the ground and lets out a burst of blue flame that scatters across all of you, but when it clears, you find that you are all back in your normal clothing.
Oh. Or lack of.
And it is gone.
Huh.
And that, junior adventurers, is how you do it.
Arrow of the gods once more. You have your paladin powers back. Are you going to be detecting evil as you have been throughout the night?
Yes.
Hint.
Arrow of the Gods will be inspired by that not so subtle hint, and he will detect evil.
My goodness, what a brilliant idea! You don't even have to willfully do it. This one kind of hits you unexpectedly, like a bad scent. As the pumpkin monster disperses, you feel just a substantial amount of evil radiate from deep beneath this main crypt. Like, oh god, like there's some sort of lock keeping it safe, and you just destroyed a part of it.
That's pretty typical for us.
Why can't you just let us have a win, Drew? Just once.
Do with that information what you will.
There is something beneath us, junior adventurers, and I sense...
It's a floor.
We need to destroy it.
You want us to destroy the floor?
Well,
that seems dumb.
It is kind of an evil floor.
But, I mean, the floor hasn't done anything to us.
Okay, well, we've been able to,
Hey, can we rob this crypt now?
Yeah, I was going to do that. I was going to see now that we've killed the spirit within it, let's just open it up and find the loot.
I mean, you got a rogue and a musician. We're going to try to steal some shit.
Yeah, if we're going to deal with consequences, there should at least be some reward.
Yeah.
Is the top part, is that's stone, right?
Oh, the whole thing is stone.
Yeah.
This one has arcane etchings all around it. and has the little display that none of you can read.
I can't read anything.
I have no desire to read anything.
I would like to climb up there and try to shove the lid off.
Okay, roll me a strength check.
All right. Strength check.
Are we able to assist? Can we jump in on this?
Sure, everybody.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
Oh,
everybody
well,
go.
Klaus rolls a 14.
Fail. Not even a wiggle.
Bjorg flexes his muscles and waits for his character sheet to load.
Oh shit, Brandon Firemaster rolls a 7. That's pathetic.
Fail.
Bjorg rolls a 20.
Klaus says,
Bjorg, fail. Not even a wiggle.
Huh. Well, this was a bust.
If anyone... Actually, let's just do a round of intelligence checks.
Yeah, because I was just
Speed
thinking,
things along here.
the rest of them didn't move until we took the thingy out of the wall.
Klaus
What
rolls
was
a
it?
7.
Fandingo rolls a 15 for intelligence.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 12.
Bjorg rolls a 10, which is impressive for him.
Hour of the Gods rolls a 17.
Okay. So Bjorg, Brandon, Arrow of the Gods, and Fandingo. You can all look at the magical arcane runes surrounding and etched into this tomb and realize, well, there might be magic keeping this thing sealed and protected. Maybe
I don't like magic when
maybe
it's not my
brute
sword.
strength would not be substantial enough.
Someone needs
Klaus
to
would like
finish.
to try and chop it with his axe.
Klaus, roll an attack.
Klaus rolls a 17.
You strike the stone with your axe, and you are hurled backward, smashed into the wall, for 6 damage. I know it will auto-heal, but it still happens.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
It's the principle that counts.
Huh.
I think you loosened it. Try again.
I got a
like
reaction, guys.
That looked like it hurt.
Everybody attacking at once. It doesn't like it.
Blow me.
No.
Over here in the back right corner, are these steps leading down?
Yeah, you saw those from the minute you all got there.
Why don't we fuck off out of here and go down and keep looking for the stuff we're supposed to be looking for?
What are we supposed to be looking for anyway?
Oh, god damn it, I knew somebody was going to ask.
Well, if the evil is below us, I guess we could kind of head it off at the pass.
Yes, because evil always uses stairs.
Well, you don't know that
They
it
do?
doesn't. It might be evil that wants to, keep its cardio up.
Alright, I think I know what cardio is.
It's what you do between all the other types of exercise I'm constantly doing.
Yeah,
Fighting
no,
cardio?
I'm not gonna, rub oil all over myself. That's your thing, man.
Yeah, that also is good cardio, if done correctly.
Well, I mean, okay. Let's look at this. Shit, I can't believe I'm using this word with this group. Let's look at this logically. There
What's
were
logic?
2 crypts with
Can you read it?
thingies in them. And maybe if we open all of them and kill all of the things, then we can then open the other big thing. But these shadow things
That
were
sounds
bad and fucked people up. And, drained you for stuff.
Oh yeah, that's relevant. None of you have recovered from your strength damage, by the way. You are all still down that damage.
I don't like this.
Make sure you're adjusting your attacks and damages appropriately.
So,
He says after the fight.
I genuinely forgot about it, so you get a pass on that one, but from here on, remember your strength deficiencies.
You need to get these
we're
guys
well
some
aware of all
protein.
our deficiencies.
Any deficiencies?
So, given that the things in the boxes were bad, and the guy that can heal you is out of spells, do we maybe want to not fuck with the thing that the big thing came out of?
Do we want?
Kind of
Oh,
want to
okay.
fuck with a thing.
You're celibate. You don't want to fuck with anything.
Well, I wasn't thinking about it, but then Fandango said something along the lines of, if we throw all these torches on the floor, something cool will happen. I'm sure that's what he said.
When I'm healed, I'd like to go look. Did my axe leave a mark?
Nope.
Bummer.
I will detect evil specifically on the lettering.
You don't. It's not really how that works, but nothing. Like, there's just a general
Kind of
aura of
funky
evil
evil.
coming from below this thing. Stronger than
Evil
it was
language.
before.
Which way is Bjork's arm compass pointing?
All the ways.
Yeah.
All the ways.
Damn it.
There's infinite evil in the world in countless locations.
Jesus, that's grim.
That compass is not going to be useful until a whole
Ever.
shitload of evil is cleared out.
Until
Yeah.
ever.
I think it's going to start pointing to you guys long before that.
I'm not 100% sure it hasn't already.
It might be going crazy just because it's near Klaus.
It might be spinning like back and forth between Arrow of the Gods and Klaus. Just floating quickly.
So what do you want to do, guys? We can try and open all these boxes and probably die.
I think
We
the
could
stairs
go
are more
back-
interesting.
Yeah, we could go downstairs. We could hang out here and rest, and maybe you'll get your strength back and I'll get my spells back.
Well, here's something to try, because we already killed 2 of those shadows. So why don't you take the torch off of one of those, and we'll see if any of the lettering disappears.
I like that idea. Yeah. That seems like an idea that's not very likely to get me killed.
I'm fairly
So-
sure the last time we took the torches off the wall, more evil happened.
But we already killed the evil in this box.
Okay. I mean that argument will sway Brandon Firemaster, certainly. So let's go with that.
You can only fit so much evil in a box. I mean, come on. Alright, so Fandango's going to yank this second torch out of the wall.
All right,
Brandon
well, keep it
Firemaster
with you.
will,
It is now under your control.
Brandon Firemaster will yank the adjacent torch off the wall.
Brandon Thighmaster is nowhere near the right torch.
Oh, right, sorry. My bad.
Brandon Master.
It's
Is
about
that
to-
the torch you're yanking out?
Brandon, why don't you come over here under Fandango and get this torch? Because
Steady
this
on,
is
man.
the crypt we've opened.
For folks listening
Okay,
on the podcast and not seeing the YouTube video that you can watch on our YouTube channel of the map, Brandon went very much to the wrong torch twice.
Yeah. Oh, got a
Not
bit
quite the
yakety sax
furthest
there for a
from the
moment.
correct torch. Actually, yeah, no, one of them was exactly furthest from the correct torch.
Yes, we're definitely not quite at our junior direction follower badge.
Genius.
All right. Well, I pulled the torch out over here. Did anything happen over there?
Whoever's looking, roll me a perception check.
All right. Well, hold on.
Because I don't want to go all the way back over there in case I need to jam the stick back in the hole.
Ooh. Arrow of the Gods rolls a natural 20 for his perception.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 24.
Brandon Thighmaster, you're all the way over at your other torch. You can't see the crypt over by Arrow of the Gods and Bjorg.
Alright, well, I was trying, right? That's just...
You're squinting. You are fair enough. You can always roll for it. Brandon Thighmaster, you squint across and can't really make anything out. Arrow of
really
the Gods,
flexing those eye muscles.
with a natural 20, you can see crisp and clear and perfectly that none of the lettering has changed in the slightest.
Should I go pull this torch near me?
I think that did something.
Okay, so Brandon, if that one worked, then Brandon, you pull your torch out of the wall.
Cool.
Wait, what
I'll do
worked?
that. Nothing worked. From the point of view that's not our characters, the Arrow of the Gods
Lying.
is like...
They're pulling the old torches to see if anything changes, the ones from the monsters you've already
Yeah,
killed.
Right, but then somebody said something under the assumption that something worked, and
Yes, that was
I didn't
Arrow
hear
of the
any
Gods
evidence
lying to
that
them.
anything worked. Oh,
Yes.
all right.
Assumption being a key word there. Not entirely accurate.
Yeah, we
Outright
assume that the
outright
Arrow of the
lies.
Gods
Alright,
doesn't
Steve,
want to get us
You've
killed.
got control of that torch. Pull it whenever you want.
That wasn't a lie. I just said I think it did something. I'm sure it did something.
It turned the torch off.
Yep, your torch is out. Steve, you gonna pull it?
Yes.
All right, pull it.
Total faith in the Arrow of the Gods. I
All right.
pull the torch out.
Bjorg, do you want to roll me a perception check? You're right there.
Yeah, sure.
All right,
Bjorg
Bjorg
will
and
roll up.
Arrow of the Gods, give me perception. Well, Arrow of the Gods, you don't have to, but you can.
Well, I also want to check, my detect evil to see if it gets stronger.
Okay.
All right, hold on a second here. Bjorg rolls a 10.
Bjorg, you don't notice any changes.
Nothing changing.
Arrow of the Gods, the evil aura from both of the tombs where they have pulled the torches and the torches have gone out is getting stronger. It's definitely increased.
It's working. There's more evil to
All right.
to destroy.
Wait, what?
Klaus would like to pull the torch near him.
Okay, let me give you control of it.
Why are you like this?
Klaus, hold up. Wait, Arrow, what'd you
I'm
say?
about to.
What? I said there's more evil for us to destroy. This is glorious.
Klaus, don't pull the torch.
Okay, Bevan, you have control of the torch. You can pull it if you would like to, or you can
Alright.
listen to your friends.
Klaus pulls the torch.
Okay.
Oh man, all my circles just lost their numbers.
That's the torch's circles. They don't have numbers.
Oh, all right.
Well,
All right, never mind.
then,
There we go.
as soon as that happens, I have to move between my layers. A shadow comes out
Oh.
and
Oh gosh, something happened.
to attack. Goes over to attack Klaus.
Good job, dumbass.
Well,
Have fun, Eternal Champion.
you guys are doing nothing.
Klaus, what is your AC without armor? Just dexterity.
I don't know.
It's probably not a 17.
No, probably not.
All right, you take 4 strength damage, and your strength damage does not heal. That's ability damage.
All right, well, now we know.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's brutal. Okay.
You guys have fought 2 of these. You know what they are. Fendingo, you are up.
Pentinko will drop the torch and start to play the Benny Hill theme song. Because that's what it feels like every time we get into combat.
Are you
That's
inspiring
supposed to-
competence or courage?
Or just mocking us.
Or just, or not casting anything and just being a dick.
Oh no, I can inspire competence and be a dick.
Fair enough.
So yes, I'm inspiring competence.
That's the one with skills, or that's the one with attack and damage?
Wait, is it skill? Oh yeah, fuck skills. Courage.
Courage. Okay.
I wanted to do the one that does saving throws, but I don't think I can do that.
Brandon Thighmaster, there's another shadow, and it's attacking your buddy. Well,
Yeah.
your co-adventurer.
my acquaintance. I'll get as close as I can. I think I'm a bit too far away to do anything useful in this instance.
You might be able to charge. You've got a straight line, and you can move up to double your speed for a charge. You only get 1 attack, though.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll charge this thing and Oh, is this a good time to try out my new stick? Did I get that back?
Yes, you have all your equipment back, and you have your new stick.
Cool. Time to test drive the new spirit stick then, I guess. As soon as I figure out how
Does
to
your
use my
spirit
mouse.
stick come with
Yeah.
jazz hands?
Well, I am going to be feeling my rod. My hands are going to get pretty jazzy. Okay. Some rod justice. What do I roll for this, Drew?
It's a +1 quarterstaff as far as you know. You haven't gotten any more information beyond that.
Alright, well, that's pretty much the same as my conventional modified broom then.
More or less, yeah.
Okay. It hits for a 23.
Okay, roll me a D100 and guess high or low.
Okay, I'm going to guess high. 83.
You hit.
For 5 damage if Fandango's playing.
5
Yep.
damage. Fandango is playing. You swing and you knock some of the substance out of the shadow.
Take that, you barely subsidizing shadow thing. I don't even know what this thing is. Take it anyway. Feel my rod.
Okie
Do I notice anything unusual about the weapon while I do this, or is it just...
Still kind of whistly, still really like light, like definitely feels like it should be more substantial, but it's still very durable. That's all, pretty much. That's what you got. Arrow
Makes
of the
a pleasant
Gods.
noise.
Fear not, Klaus. Doing a little morale boost there. And then
Thanks.
the arrow of the gods will subtly, very carefully draw the magical arrows of Torag,
Oh, God damn it.
Gotta be careful. Want to make sure that nobody realizes that he has the same non-existent arrows that Silas Kane does.
Actually, yeah. Let's see. Who's in line of sight for you? Bjorg, absolutely. I'm going to say Fandango, too, because you're far enough away to be scoping the battlefield. Both of you give me perception checks.
Alright. This is going to be fun.
Fandango rolls an 18 for perception.
Alright. Bjorg rolls a natural 1.
Bjorg, you are intently studying this tube, so much that you're not even looking at the arrow of the gods enough to see.
What are words?
Fandango,
Wait, he has arrows?
you're kind of far away, but it sure looks like he's pulling an empty bowstring back in much the same way you've seen Silas do countless times, after drawing an arrow that sure didn't seem to be there.
Can I roll an intelligence check to figure some shit out?
You may.
God. There's a huge evil approaching, but I'm far more concerned that this
Fandango
entire
rolls a
illusion's
10.
about to come tumbling down.
You got other shit on your mind. You're kind of preoccupied trying to figure out how to not die from this. So yeah, you're not really, you're like, oh, that's a funny coincidence.
All right. So then I double tap it with arrows that aren't there. Take that, evildoer.
Well, it's as effective as your other arrows, so fair enough. Bjorg!
Does Bjorg even notice that Klaus is fighting for his life?
Yes. You hear the sounds of pain and Brandon probably yelling something inspiring yet douchey.
This axe is suddenly heavier.
The sounds of pain! Bjorg is going to charge the shadow.
Okay.
I'll move him over there, and let's see here. No.
And Bjorg, are you remembering to take off your negatives? Because you took some
Yeah,
damage.
yeah. Because is Fandango playing Inspire Courage?
Yes.
He is.
Bjorg rolls a 33!
Ooh, that will hit.
Alright.
Roll me a D100 and guess high or low.
Alright. Hi. 61.
Perfect. Okay, you can roll damage.
Alright. Bjorg rolls 22 damage!
Ooh, okay. Bjorg has had enough of this shit. He brings his blade down and obliterates the shadow.
Oh, man.
Bjorg is going to look at Klaus in the aftermath of the falling shadow and say, "Stop that!"
Hey, Bjork,
This
look
is the
in the
thing we're-
tomb. Hey,
Nice to
Bjork.
see Step, Bjork.
See if there's anything cool in the tomb.
The one right next to Klaus?
Well, closer to you now, but yeah.
Well, it's actually Klaus's turn. Bjorg just used his.
Oh well.
Yeah, I'll go try that. I'm not as strong as I was a minute ago, but I'll try and shove the lid off.
I believe we're doing a DC 15 for those.
Strength check.
Strength check.
It's gonna be rough. Now Klaus rolls 10.
Too heavy. You must have thrown your back out whooping so much ass. Fendingo!
Now that we're not in combat, can I walk over here and try to push the thing over?
Walk over
Some
to
stuff
what?
on the torch.
Walk over to the tomb.
Yes, you may.
Alright.
Move in a standard, so you can move and then you can give it a strength check. Still DC 15.
Yeah, Fendingo pull an 18 for a strength check.
Perfect. Okay.
Whoa.
And then he'll look over at Klaus and say,
How's that feel?
Nice axe, pansy.
All right. Let's see which table, if you get on a good table or not. Roll me a D100.
$81.
Perfect. All right. Roll me a D10.
10.
Holy shit. Okay. We are getting into some fun stuff now. Roll me a D12.
12.
Oh.
All right. 7. Roll me a D7.
4.
All right. Final roll. Give me a D100.
15.
You find a deck of cards. It's a
Sweet.
set of parchment cards in a wooden box. Looks nice. Very nice.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Well, at least we've got something to do while we wait for our inevitable doom.
Brandon Thighmaster, it is your turn.
Sweet find, Fandingo. Well done.
Yeah. Maybe we can gamble a little later.
Yeah. That's if there is a later, which is a gamble in itself. So what's our next move? Are we getting all of these torches? Are we being completionists about this, or?
That seems awful, because every time we pull a torch out, something pops out and smacks the shit out of one of you guys. And I'm way closer to this tomb than I want to be if anybody's fucking with that torch.
And let me just point out that every time we take out a torch, much greater evil rises to the surface. So we should take them all out.
Okay.
Fendingo's going to run back and put his torch back into the wall.
You have control, so you do it.
I'm getting tired of half measures here. I think we either take all these torches out, or we go down the stairs, or we do something, because this is beginning to get tedious.
Well, maybe we should sleep on it.
So, found a deck of cards. Maybe we should just
play cards, get some spells back, maybe see if a good night's sleep will make Klaus not be such a wuss anymore.
We're surrounded by ultimate evil. I think I will sleep.
Let's say.
That's not the stupidest thing we've said.
Evil is definitely approaching. Yeah, let's take some R&R. Well, no, these guys is sleep going to do their strength? Do I need to get these guys on a program to get their strength back up? Because I have a program.
My
we'll
core
have to look
hurts.
up the rules for ability to recovery.
Actually, it depends if it's drain or damage. If it's ability drain, you should get back 1 each night. If it's ability damage, you're kind of fucked.
Okay, how do you guys feel about raw eggs?
I think they go great once you cook them and put bacon on the plate with them.
Luckily, you don't have strength damage, so you can stop ruining my vibe here.
For reference, it is damage. It is not drain. But
Well,
I'll go ahead and say, I'll be fair. I'll give you guys 1 point of recovery per 8 hours of rest. So If you want to take a night, you can all regain 1 point of strength.
But what if we don't rest for a night and I just put them through the Brandon Firemaster Ab Blast program?
Oh, actually, I was wrong. It's the opposite way. Damage heals over time. Drain is the thing that screws you.
Well, then you guys were good anyway. So you get 1 point per 8 hours of rest. And if they do the Ab Blaster, they will not be resting, so they won't get their strength back, but they will feel better about themselves.
Well, I think we know what the clear choice is here.
Right.
The Brandon Firemaster Ab Blaster program. People who should be sleeping, but won't be.
So to be clear, the party is deciding to hunker down and make camp in the spooky catacombs. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Then I think that is where we are going to leave off for this episode, since that is a natural breaking point. But don't go anywhere yet, listener. As you probably know by this point, we take your questions at our live blog, facebook.com/authorsanddragons, and then we answer them here, or we ignore them if we don't like them, or if they're repeats. Go back, listen to everything, be thorough. Joe?
Because then you can remind us of the crap that we've forgotten.
Let's see here. We have a lot of questions tonight.
Pick the best.
Oh well, I'm going with the one about poop. So you get for letting me pick. All right. Our friend Daniel says, philosophical question for the group/characters. Can Silas suck so much that the arrow of the gods can't be awesome?
Feels like we would have hit that point already, wouldn't we?
I wasn't serious about the poop.
Oh, bummer.
Maybe.
That's the thing is
I don't think there's, Fandango doesn't think there's anything that could make Arrow of the Gods not be awesome, except this bizarre fascination with getting us fucking killed.
Yeah, but even that's pretty cool. I mean, that's what I love about the Arrow of the Gods character. His disguise check was so convincing. He effectively undid all the anti-charisma of Silas Kane. So yeah, I think that too it's kind of a immovable object meets unstoppable force there in terms of suckitude and awesomeness.
The more Silas sucks, the greater the arrow is.
That's horrifying. All right, let's see. Our friend Emily says, can you roll out new merch, please? Well, technically she said roll out new merch sluggards, but I'm attempting to be...
Phrase it as a question.
Yeah, phrase it as a question. It's not a question, Emily, which is probably...
What is roll out new merch, please?
New merch sluggards.
Yeah. We're working on it.
It's in the pipeline.
But in the meantime, Rick and Bevan and I all have merch for our individual shit.
I also have merch on my site.
Do you?
I do.
There you go. Drew also has merch.
And
you can...
Drew has those Authors and Dragons shirts, which are really nice.
Yeah, they're fancy.
Yeah, they're
people scream at you like you're the Beatles, like it's nuts, man. It's just crazy. Wearing one down the street.
I don't know for that to happen.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Our next question. Our friend Mark says, I still want to know when Klaus is going to realize he can communicate with Ron Weasley Jeremy and what language it will be in. And he says, will Silas learn the language just to screw with them both?
I'm not sure that's true at my level.
It's so familiar, isn't it? I mean,
yeah,
I've only got caverns and creatures to go on. But...
We've got like an empathic link or something, but I don't think we can talk to each other.
I think empathic link is animal companion. Yours is a familiar.
Oh, no. Well, I mean,
I could be wrong here.
I hope I'll look this shit up. I hope I don't have to rewrite all my books now.
Yours is a different system. It's okay.
Caverns and
Volume
Creatures.
2.
Yeah.
The revised edition.
The author's preferred edition.
Or 20% of the dialogue is just nixed.
No. Our friend Steven said, what is the most messed up character concept? What is your most messed up character concept?
I'm playing a sci-fi game with a different group of friends, and I made an automaton who used to be a sex robot. It is now an engineer, and his name is Frank27, but he is a Fuckbot 9000 model. But he's not human looking at all. He's very like he stepped off an assembly line, and he has like a chassis full of dildos in his chest compartments. And he hits on old ladies because that's who he was designed for.
Jeez. A sentient former sex robot. I think I read something like that in a book once.
Yeah, this is the more humorous, less sad take on that run.
All right.
Chest cavity filled with dildos.
Yeah.
There's a special attack in there somewhere, I'm sure.
Oh, I used the biggest, most sci-fi dildo to power a starship's control station.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a heck of a dildo.
Yeah, it really is. That's my most fucked up character concept I think I've played.
I got nothing compared to that shit.
Yeah.
The last time I role-played, I was in college, so I just played a thief who smoked a lot of fucking weed.
Yeah, I mean, I rolled up this character in a Call of Cthulhu game who was a staunch skeptic, which is you might as well just kill him off the bat.
It's horror movie fodder right there.
All right, going back to before, yes, I have an empathic link with Ron Weasley Jeremy. Until I'm a 5th level spellcaster, I cannot speak with him.
Ah, I see. You don't really need to speak with it. That'd just be disturbing.
It's bad enough you walk around stroking your weasel all the time. We don't need you talking to it, too.
Since Drew kind of like wrote answered that question in a way that I don't think any of us can top.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I mean, I've got the guy. I've got the guy who played a sentient tentacle once, but
very specific
if that doesn't
role
go
play there.
Straight hentai, then there's no point.
No. He's very put upon. He was this kind of sad little genius. Anyway,
I had a character in one of my games play a sandwich once.
all I got next to that is the invincible hammer wheel, which I mentioned in the interlude a while back.
Oh yes. Yeah, we definitely need to kind of co-opt that guy.
He was raised in the woods.
Just as a guest appearance.
Invincible hammer wheel. Okay, so damn. Okay, let's see. Our friend Scott says, for the Fearless GM, how much time do you spend editing the podcast? Thanks for doing it. I tried listening to a similar podcast that doesn't edit, and it made it unbearable.
It usually takes me about as long as the podcast, plus probably an hour to an hour and a half, just because I have to do formatting stuff, and I have to crunch it all down, and then I have to keep stopping and slicing out pieces where we are talking about game minutia that you all don't want to care about because it's very boring and breaks the flow. So I would say probably the length of the podcast plus an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how much we needed working on in that particular session. And you're welcome. And I've also heard ones where they don't chop out the boring shit, and I'm like, ooh, no. That's not fun.
It's a bit of a turn off.
I'm grabbing another one. This is another question from Steven. What is the most train wreck way you've derailed a GM's campaign?
This.
Yeah.
Next question.
Remember, the well was only there as a map device. It wasn't supposed to be a plot thing.
That's why I fell in love with this podcast. It was like, okay, guys, land of magic and mystery. What we're going to do? Fucking well.
There's a man offering you, get out of my way, well.
It's this sheer aggressiveness in the derailing attempts. Just formidable. Really set the tone.
Oh, God. Okay, well, our friend Holden, who's apparently from Catcher in the Rye, said, what class do each of you consider yourselves to be in real life? In my group, we have a rogue, a barbarian, and a couple of fighters. This, of course, is based on our actual physique/abilities. Well, Holden, I think you like to brag a lot.
I don't really have any kind of powers, but I'm pretty good at hide and seek, so rogue.
Can confirm.
Yeah. He is an elusive motherfucker.
He's like the drunken master of stealth checks.
If there's ever a sequel to that Fist of the Drunken Master Jackie Chan movie, Bevan's the lead.
You can't fight what you can't find.
I mean, I have 20 years in theater, so yeah, I am a bard. I write stories, and I've been lying for a living ever since I went to college, so... And I'm not worth a fuck in a fight.
I mean, I try to leave my house as little as possible, so I'm definitely an NPC.
Yeah, I guess I'd be... yeah, I've got kind of a lot of body mass, so whatever, I'd be a tank, but not an aggressive one, just the guy you put in front of you to absorb damage while you did something useful.
Fighter it is.
Oh, God. I'm probably I mean, you know, I aspire to, like, I sort of aspire to paladin-like ideals, but to be honest, I'm probably a fighter with several levels in asshole.
Oh, you're the closest thing to paladin on this fucking podcast.
Yeah, no question
Yeah.
about that, yeah. I would yield you the rank of Pally. I'm big, and I like to drink, and I'm very loud, so barbarian? I don't know. Just gotta brute force everything in my life.
Yeah, but you got, like, weird barbarian charisma, too, because you also bullshit your way through a fair chunk of life based on pure good humor and a grin.
Yeah, that's just brute force with charm. You're just charm forcing your way through life.
No, you know something. I would say, like, you know, considering you keep getting us to do power hours, assassin.
That might be fair, Rick. That might be fair.
Oh, Jesus, last one nearly killed me, that's for sure.
Yeah, I guess the truest would be NPC bartender.
Power hour, Steve.
Our friend Christopher asks, do you guys have a book of unanswered questions from these Q&A threads for interlude episodes, or do you just point at us and laugh? My answer to that is, ha ha!
No additional comment, yeah.
Pretty well pegged that one.
Actually, here's a good rule of thumb. If there are ever two options and one of those options depends on us being extremely organized, it's not that one.
Okay.
Yeah, every interlude we start off by saying, you know, we have a ton of questions from last week, and then, well, where are they? I have no idea.
We just need to find our fans. Hey, fans, we're doing an interlude this week. Where are our questions? Fuck, I can't find them.
Well, yeah, we did that with the T-shirt thing, and Emily found the questions for us.
Yeah. Thanks, Emily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Junior Adventurers, you are much better at this than we are.
Let's see here. All right.
Here's one I like.
Okay, go ahead.
Our friend Matt says, when is R.A. Salvatore going to make a guest appearance? I don't know, Matt. Do you have his number? Because we'll call his ass.
Way to spoil the Christmas special. God.
You've been keeping him in that cellar for months, so now you've ruined it.
We've got Vin Diesel hunting him down, but he is not great at this job.
Yeah, we've been waiting 2 years to basically say, are you ready, player one?
No, that's Ernie Klein.
Yeah, that's the wrong offer, man.
Oh, damn.
Whatever. We've got a bunch of guys down there. One of them's bound to reply.
I like the idea of Rick saying that anyway.
Yeah. I don't care that you didn't write it, man.
Yeah. Now who's Lord of the Rings? R.A. Salvatore.
Oh.
I don't know if I can top that. All right, our
Wants to
friend,
know.
our friend, Fur Thomas Bailey. Oh, I think he's a priest.
Yeah.
But
His name's
fuck you
not
guys.
Fur.
I'm drunk. Bastards. Okay, so Thomas says, since you guys also write outside the fantasy genre, have y'all ever thought about doing a one shot that transports your characters to the world of Starfinder?
I don't know what Starfinder is, but if whoever makes Starfinder wants to pay me to do that,
Yeah, exact same response. I have no idea what that is, but
Yeah.
I'm always open to.
I can answer that. Starfinder is Pathfinder's new. It's a new version of Pathfinder that it's basically a future sci-fi thing. Same system, but space opera.
So it's basically Star Frontiers.
I think I did a one-off of that on a panel in Dragon Con. It was
when you were on there with the Paizo guy.
goblins finding future shit. Right, yeah, that was fun. But it was kind of a one-off comedy episode, and I don't know that I have the experience necessary to say anymore.
Yeah, sci-fi is not really my strong suit. I mean, my friends decided to play a game, and I made a fuck robot, so that.
I mean,
So
I
the
don't
answer
know.
is yes, but understand what you're going to get.
Yeah, I have no idea. But I guess probably not. I don't know.
Unless they want to, if they want to sponsor us,
Sure.
sure.
Sponsor us. Hey, Paizo, you want us to like go into Starfinder and be assholes?
Fuck that up.
Yeah, fix it for you. Make it better, like we do.
Our friend Joe says, guys, I just had a baby today. Any wise words of advice for the kid?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, babies
Wait,
are
for
so
the kid or
weak.
for him?
I think he said for the kid.
Oh, well,
the tit milk is the best.
Yeah, learn to speak.
Don't listen to our fucking podcast until you're at least, I don't know, 8 or 9.
my advice is my advice to the young child is you are born knowing how to do precisely two things, and that is breathe and piss. So learn to shit when they give you your first bath.
Yes, basically the Klaus Richter of the aging process.
And
piss,
for
and that's
Joe,
about it.
there are junior adventurer onesies.
They exist.
Oh, and your dad listens
And
to us, so
caverns and creatures onesies as well.
I was going to say, your dad listens to us, so, no matter what he says, one, he's not cool, and two, he probably can't beat up Tommy's dad.
They are always named Tommy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Unless they're named Brett.
There you go. All right, I think that's going to do us for this week.
And congratulations, Joe.
Oh, yeah, congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah, congrats, Joe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Continuing to keep the species safe so Drew and I don't have to breed.
Indeed. So we will be back in 2 weeks. Oh, but before we go, a quick shout out. John, Joe, and myself are all going to be at Emerald City Comic Con this year. We wanted to give you all some advance notice because tickets can be hard to get to that one. So just be aware if that's something you're interested in. We will be there.
Woo!
Woo!
All right. See you next time on Authors and Dragons. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Authors and Dragons is brought to you under a Creative Commons license, meaning you are free to share this material so long as credit is given to the original creators, which is us, the people who are playing it. The opening music, Take a Chance, and closing theme, Master of the Feast, are both credited to Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com and also used under a Creative Commons license.